If you are a person who stays home a lot, then watch this video to the end, because I'm gonna be saying some things in this video that may apply to you. And I'm gonna be talking on some things and from a perspective that I haven't seen other people talk from. So let me know what you guys think at the end of the video, and also be sure to like, comment, subscribe. So if you're staying home a lot, you gotta ask yourself, what is the purpose? Me, I love staying home. A lot of people that may give you guys this perspective, they may tell you, don't stay at home and go outside and do all these other things. Going outside and living life is important, but like I said, why are you not going outside? Let's look at this from a spiritual level. If you're the type of person that is affected by others' energy, then you may not be going outside because you may have a certain reality that you're trying to manifest, and every person that you come in contact with, every person that you're coming across, or people that you're interacting with energetically or maybe verbally, whatever way that may be, they may be subconsciously affecting your mind and altering the route that you were going, altering the timeline and the path that you were on, because they affected your vibration. You may have been on a vibration that was sending you towards the reality that you were wanting to go on. But since you came in contact with this person or this group of people, or maybe you found yourself in the wrong environment, it shifted your timeline, it affected your frequency, and it took you onto a whole nother reality that you weren't intending to go on, because you may have been compromised by someone else's energy. This can happen sometimes to people who are empaths, and I feel like naturally empaths may want to stay home because you want to be centered in your own energy. You understand and you know that if you are centered and protected in your own energy, and there's no other external factors that are, manipulating or just sabotaging your energy, you know that you can be happy and you can manifest your desired reality. And I think this either happens consciously or subconsciously. So sometimes you may want to stay home because it feels protected, and you feel that if I stay on this path, then I will be able to live the life that I want. And there are two ways that this can go. You can be the type of person who stays at home and locks in and gets everything that they need to get done, and do certain spiritual practices that you need to do. If you're staying at home and you're meditating, and you're staying at home and maybe you have a gym, or maybe you're working out inside of your house to be able to build up the confidence to go outside, or maybe you're working out in the house for whatever reason, maybe you want to stay clean, maybe you don't like being out in public and affecting with other people's energy at the gym, but you can lock in. Or you could be the type of person where you're so comfortable at home that you stay there and you don't get anything done. You know you have certain business ideas that you may want to start. You know that you have certain books that you might want to read, or certain philosophies that you want to, break down and meditate on. But when you get alone, there are external forces that you were trying to run away from outside that are now affecting you inside. So now you've been compromised because, through the internet, you find yourself maybe being addicted to certain things. So my message today is that it's okay to stay home a lot if you are putting in work, and if you are creating your desired reality. If you are raising your vibration, raising your frequency, working on your business, working out, eating the right foods that you're supposed to be eating, and really growing in the right direction that you're supposed to, I feel that it is okay to a certain point to stay home, to make sure that you're locking in, because everybody is different. Everybody's energy is different, and the way that we all interact with the world are different. There are some people that by being around other people, their energy is higher. For some people, being around other people, it drains their energy. So it's hard to be in social events for a long period of time without feeling like, okay, I want to go home. And I think sometimes society doesn't really understand the energy of an empath, the energy of being a type of person who is maybe more aware of other people's energy, or more affected by other people's energy than others. And this can be hard to organize and group, and to know what to do with this information and this data, because you might associate yourself with a person who is a loser, or a person that doesn't get things done, or a person who is antisocial to a certain degree. But this may not be true. You might just be the type of person where you want to lock in and stay in your own energy. And when you have the energy, when your social battery is high, you have that to be able to go outside and interact with people on certain occasions. I feel like it's up to you to be able to know when you should go and when you shouldn't, because you have to protect your energy. If you've been doing everything that you love and you're able to do that from your apartment or whatever, from whatever environment that you want to be a part of, that you can ground your own energy in, and this is the state where you're able to get the most things done, where you're able to feel the most at peace and conjure up the peace, and then you go outside or you go to a social event or you go hang out with a group of friends, and they maybe bring other friends along, and now your energy is compromised, then what was the point of going outside? What was the point of building up all of this energy and then going to hang out with these people who were draining you? And yeah, some might say, oh, you can have different friends. That means that the group of friends that you're hanging around is not for you. This may not always be the case, because you can have a group of friends that are similar to you. They're entrepreneurial, they're spiritual, they are looking forward to advance in life. But if they could be having a bad day, they could be on a whole different type of energy that you weren't on. They may be a person that is, moving forward, but you might not have been on the same type of energy that they were on in that moment. And then now, for some reason, you just feel confused and lost. And then now when you go back home, the path that you were on, that you were manifesting, now is slightly different because your frequency is different and your frequency is compromised. And not to say that you shouldn't go out and hang with friends whenever you feel like it. It's just to say you shouldn't have to feel bad for staying at home if you're staying at home for the right reasons and you understand who you are and what your energy is. You shouldn't have to go outside because people are forcing you to. The world that we live in now, you can make thousands of dollars by being at home. Once you do make these thousands of dollars, you can then go anywhere in the world that you want to if you learn how to do the right things. If you learn certain skills and certain, and if you raise your energy and you have a certain level of consciousness to be able to manifest this reality mixed with the skills, you'll be able to go anywhere that you want in the world. You'll be able to have however nice of a house or however nice of an apartment you want. And then you can go outside. And then you can go around other people to where, and I think that's where it comes from in a way, because we know we got certain things that we want to get done. You have certain things that you want to accomplish, and by being outside, you are working against the reality that you're trying to manifest, because you know that there's certain things that you could be doing right now that could get you forward to that life that you want to live. But by going and hanging out with people, that might not be that time. It might not be that day. So if you know that you're on the path and okay, when I'm by myself, I'm going to be getting these things done. I'm going to be going to the gym. I'm going to be meditating. I'm going to be deeply rooted in my spiritual practices. I'm going to be grounding my energy. And then I'm going to work on my business. And I'm going to just, whatever that may mean for you, if you know that you're going to be doing these things, then that is more of an important investment to go spend your energy doing things that's not going to have a good return on investment. Should you go out and go into nature? Should you go out and, experience the outside world in the life? Yes, of course. I'm not saying just stay at home. If you have a lifestyle to where you don't have to go outside at all, like maybe if you don't have a job, or maybe if you work 100% from home, then you want to figure out that balance. Most people have jobs or they go to school where they have to go outside, and that drains their social battery. There is definitely a balance in this. I'm not saying you should stay at home for the entirety of your life or for long periods of time. What I'm saying is that, one, you have to find the balance that is for you. You can't look at what somebody else is doing and say, hey, they go outside every day and they have these experiences and these encounters, and if I want to be as happy as them, then I should do that. What is going to make that person happy and what's going to make you happy is two completely different things. You have to understand your own energy. And what I've learned is that I am so familiar with my energy by the time that I spent alone with myself. I am so familiar with my energy to the point where whenever I come across someone else, I automatically know their energy, the state that they're in, their thoughts, just because I can feel it, because I know my natural state. I know my natural energy. I know that, okay, I wasn't feeling like this before. Before I came around this environment, I was feeling different and I was thinking different thoughts. And that is what you get when you spend a certain amount of time with yourself to ground yourself. When you spend that time by yourself and you're working on yourself and you're getting to know yourself and asking yourself certain questions about who you are and what you're trying to get out of life. For me, I've discovered a lot of this when I was by myself. It's hard for me to lock in and to really discover certain things about myself when I'm around certain environments and certain people. And I feel like that's okay, because I'm still gonna go outside. I'm still going, hang out with friends whenever the time permits. I still have plans of traveling the world and doing everything I want to do, but that path for me is going to look different than everyone else. The same way how we have different spiritual paths, we have different spiritual beliefs, we have different genetics to where certain workouts will work out different for certain people. We're all different. So we all have to find our own style, our own path for ourselves. We can get inspired from other people and we can take different things that work for them and apply it to our life, but you can't replicate what somebody else did and expect the same results for you. So find your own path, understand your own journey, and understand your own energy to understand what's going to work the best for you.